What's up guys, and welcome to my next Avatar Conquest video. This one I also played with my brother. He was the Shogun 2 profile here, and we played against two Fall of the Samurai profiles. One used mostly Imperial infantry, and one used a bunch of really cheap troops. They used red bears, white bears, and a lot of matchlocks. Actually, no white bears, I take that back. It's all red bears and a lot of matchlock kachi. So, not the best army, and this one used parrot guns. I really don't like when people use cannons in rice fields. It's really annoying because there's nowhere you can really hide, and they just kind of sit there. Oh yeah, I brought ninjas to this battle. Not sure how well they worked out. Sometimes ninjas don't do a great job for me when people use ranged units, because as soon as they're discovered, they just get shot to death. So let's see what the ninjas were able to do this match. Alright, doesn't look too good.
Regroup! Engage the enemy! Damn lily-livered cowards!
Yep, they get shot pretty badly.
Sir.
But it gave me enough time to move my troops up and position them while my enemy didn't have any chance to do that himself. So now he's moving up his matchlock kachi, and I believe that matchlock units actually have less range than the Imperial Guard infantry. I'm not exactly sure, but I think they do have less. But I'm pretty much lined up here and ready for them. So now I'm going to move my troops up more, because I obviously have the better ranged units. Even though he has more, mine are much better quality. And as you can see, the morale is going down almost instantly on his matchlock kachi. The volleys are just taking out so many of his troops. He's already down 80 troops in this unit, and the battle literally just started. I don't even think they fired a shot yet. His red bears are getting torn up pretty badly too. So this is why I love Imperial Guard infantry. They're cheap enough that you can get a lot of them on medium funds, but they're good enough that they can pretty much tear up anything aside from US Marines and French Marines. And Royal Marines. So right now he's basically just getting destroyed. That's why I usually like to bring less better units. Instead of bringing a ton of bad units, I'll bring a small amount of really good ones. But he did have these in the back, which I didn't see. But these are regular Imperial infantry, so they don't have great melee attack. So they might not be able to beat the Yariki. But my French Marines will definitely be able to, because they have really good melee attack and see the Yariki route. And then I can use my French Marines to help out over here. Actually, these Yariki lost to the Imperial Infantry too. So we basically are routing all of their units already. I still have not lost any unit aside from my ninjas. So we're beating them pretty badly at this point. This unit will probably rout soon. But aside from that, I still have all of my elite gun units, which is all I really need. And the smoke, there's so much smoke in the battlefield right now from all the guns. And right now these Imperial infantry are getting beaten pretty badly. And there we just kill the general over here. So this battle should be over on this side pretty quickly. And there I just routed one of their Imperial infantry units. So they're losing troops on this side as well. And it looks like this Imperial infantry unit that was here routed, but that's fine as long as I still have all of my elite units. And there I route the Red Bears. Now I'm just going to need to get rid of that Matchlock Hachi. And then these two units, and we'll have Sir Santa of Claus beaten pretty quickly. So, just need to finish off this unit. That'll be done in about a second. There we go. And now is when I'll start maneuvering my army to get to the side of this guy here and start shooting into his units. And here I'm just holding on. For those of you that don't know, if you hold down the spacebar, you can see the unit formations. Even in battle replays, it lets you do it. So these are where I'm moving my troops. I'm moving them to try and get a side angle on this guy, so he has to split his troops between my brother and me, which will give us a pretty good angle of attack by splitting up his forces. So let's just fast forward until these guys get into range.
General, look! Their allies run!
And now, let's see. We are now within range, I think. Yep, we're within range now. We're barely within range of these Imperial infantry, but we're killing enough of them that they'll probably rout pretty soon. And there goes that unit. So now I'm going to be positioning them so that I can get an attack on the main flank here with this lineup of Imperial infantry and Shogutai and all that. So I'm moving them up now, but he's moving in his troops to where I am. He's moving in some Matchlock Hachi, and I think... what else is he moving in here? I think it's just 2 units of Matchlock Hachi. Yeah, 2 units of them. Unfortunately, the cannon is starting to go for my units, so I have to start moving quicker to get rid of his units. And we get rid of his Matchlock Hachi pretty much instantly. So now I start moving in because I need to get those cannons instant. Oh, and my brother actually goes around with the Yari Cavalry, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to move in my troops and just provide a distraction so that he doesn't notice the Yari Cavalry coming in from behind to get the cannons yet. So I'm going up, and I'm just trying to keep shooting him and stop the him from noticing that there's cavalry coming in from behind him. So I have my guns all set up now. And my brother's coming in with the cavalry. He accidentally puts it too far to the left and hits the end of this unit, and his cavalry actually stops, but he manages to charge them again and hit the cannons so they can't shoot at my troops anymore. And that worked out well, and now in here I'm just tearing apart these guys' troops. So after hitting the cannon, they pretty much have no chance. And this Shogutai is getting torn to pieces. Even if he gets into melee combat, the elite Imperial Guards are good enough that they'll probably rout them. And he sent in some Yari Ki, but Yari Ki once again are horrible melee troops. In melee attack and defense, they're absolutely terrible. And they rout pretty much instantly. And the Shogutai actually made it to my Imperial infantry, and they're actually doing pretty well against them. So I'm not sure what I did here to kill them. He keeps charging in more Yari Ki at me.
Your men are routing, sir.
And here my men rout. Pretty much all of them are going to rout. But my brother starts sending in his troops that he was holding back because of the cannons and the guns. He wasn't just going to charge them in and let them die. So now he has his full army, and I pretty much have lost my army, except for my general, who is actually a very heavily upgraded gunman, so he could do some serious damage on his own. And actually, I get this elite Imperial Infantry unit to come back, and they rout this Yari Key.
Damned lily-livered cowards!
And I think I might be
men
able
are
to get the
running,
Shogutai
sir.
unit. Let's fast forward. And the Shogutai unit goes right to my Imperial Infantry, and they start firing. And after one more volley, the Shogutai unit yep, there it goes. Okay, so he now has no melee troops. All he has are his Imperial Infantry. So I'm going to start sending him my general at this point. And my general actually has extra range. I think his range in this battle was 155. I think that's the highest it goes, and I think that's what I had. So he has much more range than the Imperial Infantry does. And I'm sending him in just to help out with taking out the gun units. And like I said, he has extra range, so they won't be able to hit him, but he'll be able to hit them. And his reload speed and accuracy are absolutely amazing, so should be able to tear up the troops pretty quickly, even though he only has 40 bodyguards. So we have these guys getting flanked pretty badly. My brother has several archery units on them right now, and I'll help out with my general once we rout this unit of Imperial Infantry here. Yep, that one just routed, so we'll start to go for these Imperial Infantry units that are left here, and they're getting hit pretty badly by the bows. And a single volley from my general really does a lot of damage on these troops. The initial volley where all 40 of them shoot at the same time really does a good job. And now he's just getting arrows poured on him and guns from the front, so he really has no chance. And I think at this point I go for the general, because my brother has enough troops that he can handle the ranged units that are left. So I go for the general and try and break their morale as quickly as possible. And I think I even go into melee. Yeah, I just go into melee at this point. And the beautiful thing about having a really good gunman is that he can shoot and attack at the same time. So we pretty much just annihilate his general before we even get into the melee. And that was the end of the battle, because once the general was gone, the others routed almost immediately. So let's go see the stats. Taking out the cannons was really the crucial part of that battle, because once the cannons were gone, my brother was able to move up his troops without them getting hit while they were walking up. So that was really what turned the tide once we got rid of those. And then taking out his ally quickly was a really decisive point as well, because it made it so that we were doing basically a 2v1, because I still had most of my army and my brother still had most of his army. So I was able to take out the allies' army and pretty much half of the second guy's army, and then my brother just came in and mopped up basically. Alright, so I deployed 1,100 and killed 2,394. My brother deployed 1,240 and killed 519. Sir Santa of Claus deployed 2,360 and killed 463. And El Jameo 715 deployed 1440 and killed 930. So, good game to both of them. That was a pretty closely fought battle. So, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.